You had one job, breaks. You got one job. That's your job, to make sure when mothers get in this car, but you're thinking about the weekend. You got one job. When we're average, it doesn't just cost us. When we're average, it costs everybody else. I hate to tell you this, but at some point you're gonna die. No, I hate to tell you that. I'm just being real. You're gonna die. No, you're gonna die. So if you know you're gonna die, why are you playing it safe? Why you act like if you play it safe, you're gonna get another 30 years? I don't care who you are, you're not gonna make it to 200 years. I don't care if you're eating Brussels sprouts. They just don't get to 200 no more. So if you only got a 10 left, 20 left, 30 left, why not make it the best 20 you've ever had before? The best 30, the best 50 you've ever had before. Come on, let's go. Come on, I can, I will, I must. I can, I will, I must. Success and average have nothing to do with each other. Get rid of one of them. Your emotional, your mental side chick, it gotta go. Which one you with? You with success or you with average? Which one you with? Those are two different paradigms, two different ideologies. Which one are you with? No, don't answer it out loud. It's easy to say. Which one are you with? Because each one of them will require you to act differently, think differently, behave differently, surround yourself with a different group of people. Success and average have nothing to do with each other. To do it with each other, so don't be average, don't be good, don't be great, shoot for phenomenal, or you will be forgotten. We still talk about Mother Teresa. I don't know if she was a billionaire, but we still talk about Mother Teresa. We still talk about Martin Luther King. We still talk about Winston Churchill. There are millionaires and billionaires that are gone, we don't talk about them. Wow, they might have made a lot of money, but apparently they weren't phenomenal. They weren't 120, meaning that they were great in every. So here's why I say don't be average. I've had the privilege of praying with the only survivor's father from the Miami tragedy, the building that collapsed. And so his son was the only one that made it out. I have the privilege daily of praying with this young man, this father, as he's trying to get through the tragedy. Of course, the kid's mom was in that building. Here's what I tell people. Both sides didn't fall. Apparently one side might have been good or great. The other side was below average. And when that side crumbled, guess what happened to the other side? Even though it's still standing, they gotta get out of there. They gotta leave. And whoever built the construction, people who built it, the people who manage it, I guarantee you under their names, they'll never get another job. Why? It was said that they needed some repairs and they were gonna get to it, but they hadn't gotten to it yet. Average. Average. People lost their lives because somebody was average. Listen to me very closely. You can be great in one area of your life, but if you're not great in the other one, you run the risk of that one falling down, and everybody got to evacuate that one. So the reason why I try to be a phenomenal father, a phenomenal husband, a phenomenal businessman, a phenomenal servant, because I run the risk of if I'm one-dimensional, all those other dimensions can come down. And so don't be average at anything you do. All right, I'm about to move on, but can you imagine? Anybody remember BP and the oil spill? You remember that? You remember what day that happened? That was on a Friday. That makes sense? To anybody that happened on a Friday? And most workers mentally on Friday, they're getting ready for he said the weekend, absolutely, or probably happy hour after work on Friday. Do you know what he didn't do or what she didn't do? They didn't they had one job, shut the valve, make sure the valve's one job. It wasn't complicated, one job. But because they were average, they were already going home and not doing their job the right way. That's why we can't be average. It's going to cost somebody's life. I don't know who at Tokyo with the brakes. I don't remember who the person was with the brakes, but they were average because you remember the brakes weren't, and soccer moms was dying and cars was crashed because they didn't do the brake. Average. You had one job, brakes. You got one job. That's your job, to make sure when mothers get in this car. But you're thinking about the weekend. You got one job. When we're average, it doesn't just cost us. When we're average, it costs everybody else. We teach our children to be average. They watch us. We can do all that talking. They don't care about your little talking, the stuff that you say. They watch what you do. They see when you cut corners. They see when you take shortcuts. They hear your conversations. I told my kids, my son, you may hate my guts. My daughter, you may hate my guts. I'm going to press you. I'm gonna show you what phenomenal is. And you may be uncomfortable with it. You might like it. I don't care. But I'm gonna show you what phenomenal look like. My son used to say at Michigan State, Dad, sometimes I hate being your father. I said, why? Because they think I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I told him my dad get up at 3, not me. I'm keeping the press on you, son. I'm keeping the pressure on you. You will come into a multi-million-dollar home. If you're gonna be great, you're gonna have to be a billionaire. I'm putting the press on you. I'm not making it easy for you. They made it easy for me. My father dropped out. My mother barely finished high school because she got pregnant with me. I'm making it hard. And it was easy for me to drop out. Why? Because everybody in my family did. And my grandma couldn't call me and check me when I didn't graduate. Why? Because she didn't graduate, and her kids didn't graduate. You can't check me on something they didn't do. Oh, my kids, you got to. Your mom's a registered nurse with a master's degree. Your dad got a PhD. You have to at least finish high school. The press is on. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Stop making it easy. Stop making it easy. They don't need easy. They need a roadmap. They don't need easy. They need a blueprint. They don't need easy. They need a compass. And so when they watch us, they don't have to always like it. But when we die, they have something to. Being average means you are as close to the bottom. Let's forget the top. They shouldn't even put that in there. I have to call brands. They don't put that in there. But being average means you are close. Who wants to be at the bottom? I don't even want to be in the bottom of a line at a restaurant. I go to Chick-fil-A early. I already know I get there late. I might be all the way in the back. No, I'm being honest. I go to cities and I walked into one restaurant and they was like, how long? It's a 2-hour wait. I was like, 2 hours. I walked in the restaurant like in case somebody watched my videos, I was just walking around. That's E.T. I'm like, absolutely. I need 4 seats, please. Hey, y'all, E.T. is in the building. Get him 4 seats. I don't even want to stand in the back of the line, let alone the back of life. You comfortable with, you in America? You comfortable with being average in America? Years ago, they were killing us in the Olympics, basketball. They was killing us. We were sending some of our greatest college basketball players. Grown men was wearing them out. I don't know what committee got together, but they said, look, this is America. We're not average. They beating up on us. It don't look good on it. It just don't look good. Let's make a phone call. Next thing I know, they had Michael Jordan, they had Magic, they had Larry Bird. I'm like, whoa, you Patrick Ewing, Stockton. They went in there, it was winning like 110 to 50, killing them. There's nothing about the USA that's average. We don't like to lose at anything. So why are you in a great country, but you feel comfortable being average? You about to mess up America. Now, you think I'm playing? I'm not playing. You think America's great just because it's great? You got it great. The question is, are you going to leave it great? You got it great. When you came here, it was great. What are you going to do when you leave to keep it great? You got it great. The question is, are you going to leave it great? When you came here, it was great. What are you going to do when you leave to keep it great? What are you going to do when you leave to keep it great?